Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Get on What They Say is the World for about an hour, and then everything goes to shit again, because it would not be sufficeful to literally end the theme with a single panel. Okay, so as you read, it's not just going to be stand-up, it's stories that I had to deal with in the 23 years that I have lived on this earth. Yes, I'm 23. So, the first one I want to start with is the weekend before Thanksgiving last year. And yes, there's going to be a common theme for this. Well, hopefully not a common theme. If you understand that at the age of 23, you are freshly able to drink alcohol. Yay! So, the first story has to do with alcohol. Not all of them have to do with alcohol. Possibly only this one. Yes, this one. So, my friend Jacob, a friend from school, was having a Thanksgiving party before Thanksgiving. He lives in a small studio apartment above a hookah lounge. Do not give me solid $25 bottle of Kentucky bourbon, or forget that that glass you gave me was not a single shot. He apologized. He had given me a triple shot glass. I was counting my shots, or I thought I was counting my shots. I was at 6. I wasn't at 6. Also, a partook in the devil's herb. Crossfading is not a nice thing, at least for me. Also, trying to clean your friend's bathroom while still inebriated is a hard-ass shit thing to do. Because you perceive that you cleaned it all up, you didn't clean all of them up. Through the experience of the 3 times that I technically have been drunk, I've learned more and more each time that what you perceive isn't actually what you perceive, and you may not actually, it's not sober you perceiving, it's still drunk you. And I'm learning. Just to let you know, I only had a single mojito this entire con. I honestly want to actually that to be a thing because I want to enjoy cons. I don't want to feel like shit the next day. Yeah. Now, the other story I have is a somewhat of common theme of some getting sick of some kind. So, around February, I went to Phoenix. And this story is going to be me walking you through my airport trip. Our plane was supposed to come to the airport around 8. It didn't show up until 12:35 at night. When packing up, getting ready from my last class on Friday, it was a Friday to the weekend, I was perfectly fine. I stepped in to my grandparents' house. I was like contracting the flu within like minutes. We're gonna actually more on that. So, Suddenly sick me still wants to go to Phoenix because I've never been to Arizona. Spoiler, it's super hot. Actually no, not really, because Arizona winter is pretty decent. It's like spring. So, decent hotness, but not like you're subjected to like 118 every single day with no humidity. No humidity. So, we're gonna actually sit down for the rest of this part. So, when the plane arrived, you can understand the delay and how a super sick me had to deal with 4 delays. Apparently, it was a connecting flight. It was Tampa Bay, Denver, 2 thing. So we were waiting on Tampa Bay. Apparently there was a weather storm thingy. Weather is a thing. Okay, so onto my story. The Tampa Bay had a storm, so there was a delay. Apparently the storm was that bad, but getting to the part of we got on a plane, yada yada, 3rd time actually going on a plane ride. Woo! It's fun the 1st time, then it just gets boring. And I was like 8 my 1st time, and we went to Disneyland. But that's a good memory. This panel is to make fun of my bad memories. And the occasional I'm flawed and misery over time is comedy. Now, Phoenix. As I stepped foot in Phoenix around like 2. Oh, the Phoenix airport, how I actually have words. Why do you need to be that big? And your annex should be done by now. The parking lot has an annex. DIA has a flat surface. Actually, no, I've not been into the parking lot of DIA. At least Springs. We actually flew from Springs. And I've been in the Springs parking lot. It doesn't warrant an annex or a garage. Apparently, Phoenix does. And they're still building it. And it looks like it should already be built. Also, Phoenix is really cool during the night. It's very soothing. Now, this actually goes into the good part of my Phoenix trip, or me trying to get the best out of it. This trip was just to hang out with my cousins who are superly rich enough to live in those houses that apparently have a gate to the neighborhood, and they have a pool in their backyard, and it's super nice. Also, I've learned on the trip that palm trees are not actually native to America. We actually moved them there. I don't know what they're indigenous from, but apparently this colonists brought them there, and it's fun. Also, I finally went to an In-N-Out burger, sadly. I was sick, like I said. Really want to try that double-double without being sick. Yeah. Basically, I'm just stalling enough, so I'm just going to wrap up the short story. All in all, I went to baseball games, had a Miami Vice at one of the games, had a fun dinner, and that basically was it. And then I went back to school that Monday. Next story. That totally was intentional. No. Yes, it was. So the next story is yeah. We're gonna tell some knock-knock jokes because I'm totally stalling time because trying to also improv. Captain actually doesn't know how to do anything. Ah. Yeah, I really should have wrote down my script. But no, I have wanted to have fun at other people's panels. Hey, I'm enjoying the con. Are you enjoying the con, everyone? Yeah. It's a nice revival con. I really wish I actually got to be at RNFC when it still existed.
You're not.
I know that. I have heard from rumors and Telegram. Also, I would like to actually go to other furcons. Because I heard they're good, especially Ambercon.
That's the main one.
Yes, it is. But right now, like, MFF actually overtook it on attendance.
Midwest Surfing?
Yeah. There were more people at Midwest Furfest this year. Also, hi, Ski. Also, I expected this small amount. Like, my expectations were super low.
I'm wondering if there's a
I will
way
build.
to get that blue.
I don't know.
We could all try.
Okay.
I think we could do it. And if we put them on
Static chairs and then climb them, that would be smart.
Human tyranny.
Okay. Now that most of the bulk actually knows this story, so why the hell not? So, apparently, and most of them, I am someone else at BronyCon, at Brony Conventions, and it leads back into yet another drunk story. This man over here is wonderful for not kicking my drunk ass out from their panel.
Why we're here.
Yes.
You
I love
ruined
you
our
guys.
panel.
I really love you guys.
Our panel was ruined.
So, I will tell my half, and then I will tell what was related, what actually happened. So, what I perceived was, he started off me with my first drink.
Oh, did I?
Yes, I asked you, can you buy me a dirty martini because I didn't.
This man right here is the responsible party.
Don't fill my face.
So,
That's the minds.
I had a dirty martini. Long story short, just
That's
quick thing. After a while, I stopped realizing I had water for a reason. And I was a dumbass in mixed alcohol families. You don't do that. Even though my parents told me not to do that. So, the long list of, I can tell you exactly every single thing I had. I had a dirty martini, then I had Mountain Dew and triple sec. Then,
Oh, no,
I had...
Sluggy.
I was grasping straws when I had what was close. I was running off of the well because I was just cheap, and which led to I couldn't literally have fire and iced tea because I couldn't get the actual fireball because it wasn't on the well. Instead, fire whiskey, fire water, fire water.
Moonshine?
No, it was basically fire whiskey. It was fire whiskey. It was apparently some off-brand cinnamon whiskey that wasn't Fireball.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah. After that, I think was my last, hey, let's not buy something out of the well. There's a reason why Tone Lock says, don't fuck with a funky cold Medina. I fucked with a funky cold Medina. Then I left the bar. This leads into the stuff that wasn't provided by the bar. I joined wound, and
Don't blame me for your mistakes.
no, I am taking full responsibility. It was just I went to your room because you had left like halfway because you had stomach problems,
I
and you was it OTG that you just said here have the rest of my rum and coke?
Yeah, Oh yeah, no, I was
Baseless
sick that one
accusations, I
night
was not there
because
at the time.
I drank a bunch of alcohol and then ate like 2
It
slices
was
of
Cafe
pie.
Rios. Was it Cafe Rios? We had Cafe Rios before then.
I don't
It
know.
was the build your own Mexican.
But
food
yeah,
place.
yeah, the Cafe Rio fucked up my stomach. But I gave him the rest of my
Yeah.
rum and coke.
Oh, thank you.
The
But I wasn't there.
okay, but back to the point. I went to his room. I had a cider, and someone gave me a cider, so I went to my room first, and I got a Angry Orchard. By the way, I love cider. And I had my wine that I bought pre-con. It is Cantina Zagatini wine, Pinot Grigio. It's a wine that my friend Ian had when I was over, and there were like leftovers. It's a decent cheap wine if you're looking for cheap wine, but it's not box wine. It's not box wine. I've like spent $12 on it, but it's good. It's good.
It's not yours.
It's decent. I had a glass, and then I had the pumpkin jack. You had pumpkin jack. All I know is I missed the what is the breakfast drink that you guys were having?
Mimosa. Or
Mimosa. Like I missed the mimosas.
champagne
the-
and orange juice.
That's a mimosa.
Champagne and orange juice.
But
Mimosa out here.
I had I think someone I think DJ had didn't you have was that your microbrew you had? Was it that I had? You had microbrew.
I don't believe so.
It was a still point. It was a still point I had. Well, I
I don't
had
know.
the still point. I had my wine, and I was halfway through my cider before we decided to go back to the annex. And I eventually finished it, and literally 5 seconds when I put my bottle in the trash, everything kicked in. Also, to backpedal, around the fire water was when I stopped realizing I had water. And I should have had like 5 more waters between that. What was told, my side, was I told my other half that I needed him to do the camera work for their panel. Because I was supposed to do their camera work, and I said, no, I'm too drunk.
No, we said no, you're too drunk.
I also in my head perceived, hey, I'm too drunk. But drunk me doesn't listen to in my head me. So, the only difference between is I swear my boyfriend got me the bread, but apparently I stole the bread. Sorry about that. And
From the
What
con
kind of
staff.
bread was it?
I don't know.
If
It
it's
looked like
sourdough,
lo-
you steal that shit. If it's some rye, you steal that shit. If it's a marble rye, you steal that shit. You find where it's come from.
I
and
don't
steal
know.
more.
I don't know. It was bread.
Is it white bread? Wheat bread?
I don't know.
Oh,
All I know, perceived what
He was
all-
too
it
drunk
was
to know
bread.
what bread. He
Apparently
just knew it was bread.
and I get down
That
with
was all I
some
know.
wheat myself.
But yeah, being drunk is horrible, or at least is weird, and don't trust yourself. Just don't trust yourself.
But then who can you trust?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, and basically this may lead into a tangent that's unnecessary for explaining, like, why are people, why is, okay, so they say drink responsibly, but like, can you truly force people to actually behave themselves? Like, we're people, fuck up. We do. But more than likely, I'm just trying to be a better person. Yeah, I'm just trying to be a better person.
More than likely.
I'm trying to be a better person and try to focus on trying to dodge those obstacles. Like, I don't want to get kicked out of panels. Yeah, I just want to enjoy panels.
You don't want to have people lie and tell them that your drunkenness is part of the panel.
Apparently, Sluggy actually just knew it all along and just went with it.
He felt
yeah.
if I was willing to lie,
But yeah.
you should let me stay.
Friends lie to help friends, I know.
Comedy.
Yes. The world is funny.
Oh, Flutter God.
Everything is funny.
He's been here the whole
Oh
time.
man, I should not.
So, but yeah, which we come back to the comment of what is comedy? It's tragedy over time.
It's what Shakespeare said.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically the old. Oh, I'm not saying being accurate, fact checking, but basically satire has been there for like ages.
Jonathan Swift.
Yeah,
Lots of
yeah. Like comedy has been a thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
10:35.
Thank you. Now that the necessary one is covered, let's move on to the other things. We had we'll actually go to my non-jokes thing. So, three vampires walk into a bar. They sit down. The waiter says, Hey, fellas, what would we like to drink? So the first one said, I would like some blood. The second one said, I would like some blood. The third one said, I would like some plasma. So the waiter says, okay, 2 bloods and a Bud Light. Do you want to hear a dirty joke?
This is 18 plus, right?
A horse falls into a pile of mud. Want to hear a clean joke? Okay, I don't know the entire chain, so. Damn it. Yeah. Oh, we're losing momentum. Yeah, it's a roller coaster. I know that. Yeah. Well, basically, if you got across to this thing I'm making fun of myself. Yeah, I'm making fun of myself because isn't that healthy? Aw. 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 No, honestly, I choose not to, but I know when I can. Also, I'm a college student. I have reasons. I have to deal with tuition. Everything is not free.
I went through the ringer. Freedom ain't no free. It's right.
Usually when they say free, it's not free. There's always a catch. There's always a catch. Life has a catch. Mortality. Etc. I don't know. Or do I? That's the question. So, and also, just to kind of fill the extra 30 minutes. So apparently, I actually took some philosophy.
Took some what?
Apparently you did.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not 100% sure?
I took intro, my philosophy 111, which is just intro, so it tells like the branches. It was pretty nice. My professor's awesome.
Did you learn about Plato's allegory of the cave?
Yes, we did.
Oh.
We also covered the empiricalness.
Empiricism?
Yes. Empiricism.
Con?
No, that's right now. Like, I'm taking ethics right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to deeply go into con.
Wow. Con was kind of big. I mean, the guy he's never. He lived in the same town, never went more than 30 minutes outside his hometown his entire life. Was educated in the university for 20 years and then ended up going right into a teaching position at the university. So he never really got out much. He never wed, lived a very lonely life, and definitely had a mistrust of foreigners. And I think it's because he didn't get very far outside of his hometown. So
That's pretty sad.
you got to take a lot of what Kant says about ethics tongue-in-cheek. I think he gets into the categorical imperative that it's the intention behind any action that would justify whether the action was good or bad. Hated utilitarian, saying like, oh, if an action produces more pleasure than pain, then it must be inherently good. Kant thought that was very hedonistic. He thought it was the intention behind the act that was really what mattered. And it's kind of an argument that Winnetou and I got into the other week, where this woman gets in her car drunk as a skunk and goes driving, and she hits a man and kills him, and he turns out to be a neo-Nazi. Now, Winnetou thought she was in the right for doing this. I thought, you know what, her intention was
She didn't
not
do
to
anything
kill a
wrong.
neo-Nazi. Her intention was to get in the car and drive drunk, regardless of the fact that she knows that it's...
in jail for, I guess, not even
Should be
killing.
in jail.
She should be in jail,
She
definitely.
should be in jail.
Alright,
Just
let's
for
stop
drunk driving.
derailing Sluggy's panel.
What panel? There's like 8 of you.
And most...
Okay, originally basically
Everyone
usually
but
7.
him and the dude in the panda suit is your friend.
Unless they are, and we don't know.
I was just counting the right now.
to see the panel because it was you.
Actually, the only reason I'm still here. I would have gone
Oh,
home.
I actually have noticed that people have like attempted, or there was more. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, this is my first FurCon, so trying to get into the groove. I will get better. Maybe I will eventually actually get a solid script written down. So I'm like looking at a piece of paper and said, okay, I covered this. What's next? This. Let's do this.
What did this have to do with pirates?
It was made because my first son is a pirate. That's all it is.
What kind of pirate?
What are you?
A buccaneer. Oh, race cat.
Oh.
I'm a cat. Specifically a caracal.
I don't know what that is.
I know a person named
It's a
John.
savanna cat. It's a cat indigenous to like the savannah. It's a savanna cat.
So you are a Somalian pirate.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Us left.
I know that.
Wait, so is this your first FurCon that you've had a panel at, or is this just your first FurCon?
This literally is my first FurCon, dude.
How did you want a panel? I've been.
I don't know. They accepted me. It was weird.
But you applied.
I know.
That's why we had a panel.
Did you have, what panel did you actually have?
Not here.
Oh,
The panel
That was
was
Joey.
I'm not gonna have a panel.
That was-
yet. I gotta get good.
okay. One, I've seen what was on the panels on thing. I believe half the panels were like, okay, because we don't have that much space to fill. We don't have like, not all our guests want to fill. We don't want to fill all of the schedule with nothing but guest of honor panels. Like Silver Quill had like 2 last year. Not last year. 2016.
2 years.
It was 2. Yeah, it was 16. Yeah, like you had 2. Like no one. Like if you're not, and also, how really big did Rawcon really get?
Got fairly.
It was pretty decent.
Do you think it's ever coming back?
Joey wants to, but I will see.
Yeah, that's
I'm very hesitant.
I would be happy for it to come back, but how long, even if it will stay when it comes back, the generations it's getting to the last season. Are we gonna help? We're gonna actually, just for the sake of time, I honestly am out of jokes, so I'm just gonna have the floor of a discussion.
Give me a second, really quick.
Okay.
I just wrote the book. Let you do it again.
Okay.
If you don't bring in more people, I just calm stop speaking.
Okay. It's okay. I know. I know.
More people. You got something here. Doing.
I know. I know.
We're gonna do everything we can.
Actually, I find out I do better. Actually, well, one, I may just not do stand-up. I know what I excel at. For example, I actually retained people. I was doing good at Rockon. Like, I kept those people. It's just I decided I don't want to present myself. I don't want to tie over.
Yeah, I told you. I do it. Look.
Okay. It's okay.
Keep going.
Also, time.
Comedic stories. Yeah, that stuff even in the script.
Oh yeah. I was on the spot and I was like, actually, I didn't even, I do not have faith in me even getting in this panel in the first place.
Well, I don't know if it's
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm honestly trying to keep up the momentum until the time is over, and
Yeah, what's the time check? We need time. 6:46. You got 14 minutes.
okay, 46. Basically, it comes down to, I understand that it failed, so.
I have to go.
I'm trying my best, dude. But I enjoy the feedback. I have to go. Thank you.
You guys, I'll talk to you. Actually, you know what, guys? Austin Con, good to all see you.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Later, guys.
Oh, yeah, man. See you later.
That was very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you lost your pen.
Okay.
Whoa, that guy disappeared like a.
Oh, I noticed.
Well, you were looking that direction, so.
Sluggy, how do you think I should get that balloon down?
I have ideas, but not safe ones.
Build up those chairs and climb it.
I'm not gonna build up shit.
That was actually the one I went to. Don't listen to me. It's a horrible time, and it's a horrible decision.
What about the table?
The
table.
I know that is.
OTG's going to die at your panel. They're never going to
kill yourself.
Figure out a way to get that balloon.
Yes, but do it safely, please.
I don't think there is a safe.
No, there isn't. That's my point. You're gonna pop it. Please don't be the reason why you broke something the hotel and got broke because on my watch. Please.
With a coin? No way. No way.
He throws the coin and like the light just collapses.
I swear you're going to. I'm starting to realize what happens if I do hit the balloon with a coin? Is it gonna break it? Is it? Alright.
This is
Also,
I just want
Darn.
you're not gonna get it down in text, so.
Well, I was tempted. I had to.
What was the coin going to do?
I don't understand.
Funny con stories. This exactly.
Sluggy, the best thing you could have done just now has been like, let me tell you about the time one of my friends interrupted my panel to try and get a balloon.
Actually, that actually has been a theme. You know that, right?
I know. Jesus Christ, OTG. Slug, I'm sorry. It's about 10:50.
Are we actually allowed to just cut it?
No, you are not allowed. You are expected.
You're gonna let me. You're gonna have force me to write this next.
You have
this
11
last.
minutes. You got this. These are your friends.
Open
Not the random.
It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things.
Open the forum to questions. I have some questions for you,
Okay.
Slug.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, first question. Oh, what? Oh,
So at least, yeah.
but everyone can hear me.
Yeah.
I'll just do. Okay. There
Do you believe in society's lies?
I said, do you believe in the lives of society?
I mean, it's like the naked bird dogs.
They're making.
It's the best show you've ever seen, baby. I'm a comedy genius. Absolute legend. Oh, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not.
the panel's basically over, guys.
I'm not qualified to be holding this microphone right now.
Sluggy, more people have come to your panel.
That's not no.
Entertain them.
Okay. Liable or.
Well, you got two people. Come on.
After I'm done, I'm supposed to return to it. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to be done with. I guess I can tell a story. I got one for you guys. 3 men in a boat with 4 cigarettes and no matches. How do they manage to smoke? They throw a cigarette overboard to make the boat a cigarette lighter.
Hi. I don't expect you to actually keep yourself here. Apparently, there was more people. Sorry. I'm losing momentum. I've been sick all day. Yeah. So sorry. But yeah. Okay.
Is that it?
By now,
Woo, Sluggy!
yeah, sorry.